What's up, guys? Patrick here at the Income Spot. Today I'm going to be talking about Roadie.com, and this is a side hustle where you can make money on the side delivering items, or can you really make money? I'm going to get into that, whether it's worthwhile. I did the gig myself. I've tested the app, the process, everything. I drove for them, and I'm going to tell you how much money I made and whether or not I think it's worth it. Okay, so the first thing, as far as the requirements, pretty straightforward, nothing difficult here, guys. Basically, you just need to be 18 years of age, have a social security number and driver's license, and pass a FBI, no, not really, it's not an FBI background check. It is a very basic background check, and there is nothing other than, they call it a national criminal search. It's not very comprehensive or extensive, to the least. It's what these other side app type companies like Uber, etc. use. So there's nothing much to it, and so you could literally have a criminal record and still work for Roadie.com. So far as the app goes, once you've downloaded the app and using it, it's pretty straightforward. No issues there. Very easy to use. Couple of things you want to note on as far as on the dashboard. You set your preferences to where you're willing to drive. So you set the distances, let's say from your house to different cities in different directions. So you can set multiple locations you're willing to drive and maximum distances. You can choose to do local or long distance gigs or both. And you can also set up the preferences where you choose amongst different types of package sizes, from small, medium, or large. So you can set that up so when you are alerted of upcoming gigs, it's only going to be based on your preferences. And you do want to select the text message option to be notified. That way you're notified right away of upcoming gigs, and that way you don't lose them out to other drivers, etc. So just be sure to select that. And when you do offer to drive on a particular gig, it's important that you're ready to do that pretty much immediately, because they only give you a 2-hour window to make the delivery. So just keep that in mind. It's not something you can wait till tomorrow or later that evening or whatever on your own time necessarily. Although, yes, it is something that is basically for on your way, but it's not something you can wait till 5-6 hours later. So just keep that in mind. As far as the app works, it's really pretty straightforward. When you're driving, it just kind of guides you along, instructs you along the way from the point you go to your pickup destination to the drop-off location. So that's pretty easy. It guides you and tells you what you need to do. You do need to take photos at each location. Again, it instructs you where to do that and how to do that on the app itself. As far also, I should say, who to meet. And in my case, they told me to meet somebody in the parking lot. And this is a Honda dealership. There's a lot of different people. They just provided the person's name and the instructions. And other than that, that was it. So I had no idea who I was looking for. So that didn't work out too well. I just ended up going to the parts department, found the right person, picked up the item, took that picture that they needed, and I was on my way. I drove 35 miles to the location, the dealership, which was basically, like I said, 35 miles. Took me roughly about the same amount, 40 minutes. There was no traffic, so no issues there. And then basically, the whole process was pretty smooth, didn't have any problems. The app's really easy to understand. Now, as far as what I made $19, and okay, that's to drive 35 miles. So if you were obviously to drive there and back, that's 70 miles using your gas. And so that is not very big money. But however, to be fair, the company does call themselves the, on the way kind of delivery service. So that is the only way you're going to make any kind of decent money driving for them. You're not going to make any money. You're going to make less than minimum wage, as a matter of fact, if you do it any other way. So just keep that in mind. And then also, like, long distances can be a good option. If you might be able to make a couple $100 if you happen to be going long distance. And then, of course, you're not really driving far out of your way. Let's say you're going in a certain direction. Maybe you gotta go a few miles out of your way. It can be a good way to make extra money that way. So You know, as far as that, they did say on their site something about part-time or full-time, you know, potential. I don't see any of that whatsoever. It is absolutely just something where you can make some extra money if you're going in that direction. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.